Let's go a little further with the story of x. And let's take a look at an example like this. What if we have two groups of x take away 3, and that equals 8. So let's take a look at the story of x. First of all, x, minding its own business, suddenly someone took away 3 from x. Then it got multiplied by 2. So in order to solve this, we're going to do the opposite. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is let's divide by 2. Both sides divided by 2. 2 goes into 2 one time, so now I have one group of this is equal to 4. Next, instead of subtracting 3, we will add 3 to both sides. So I'll add 3 here, we'll add 3 here, and we end up getting x is equal to 7. We can check this by putting 7, the value of 7, into where the x is, and we have 7 subtract 3 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8, so it works out. All right, let's get even a little bit more complex than that. Let's get this one, 2/5 x plus 2 add 3 is equal to 16. Okay, well in this case, we end up having the story of x. It also works. Now notice the story of x only works if x is on one side already. The first thing that happened to x, can you see it? You added 2 to it. So x was minding its own business, somebody added 2 to it. Then it got multiplied by 2. Then divided by 5. Then finally someone added 3 to it to get the result of 16. So let's work backwards. Let's first of all subtract 3 from both sides. And we end up getting 2/5 x plus 2 is equal to 13. Next, instead of dividing by 5, we will multiply by 5. So we multiply this by 5 and this by 5. 5 goes into 5 once, and we end up getting two groups of x plus 2 is equal to 65. Okay? And next, we will take a look at what happened. Instead of multiplying by 2, we will divide by 2. So we'll divide this by 2, and we will divide this by 2, and 2 goes into 2 once. So we end up getting x plus 2 is equal to, and that is 32.5. And lastly but not leastly, we will subtract 2 from both sides, take away 2, take away 2, and we have that x is equal to 30.5. And that can get even a little more complicated, but that pretty much takes us where grade 9 would be.